Degens, Diamond Hands, and everybody in between. And welcome back to the Door Show! Presented to you by Diamond Hand Radio and brought to you, as always, in partnership with the respected Rhinos Club. Forgot where my camera was there for a second. You might be asking yourself, why is your humbled, honored, and clearly always hyped host, Colton, Cappin Colt Soroka, wearing a hard hat? Well, I just want to let you know, I'm building, baby, and safety begins with you and me. Safety begins with me. Shout out Alert Construction. Shout out Bruce Jones, my man. Hey, just want to let you know, safety begins with you and me, and we're building out here, kids. I don't give a shit where the hell ETH, Bitcoin, up, down, left, right, fucking diagonal for all I care. Floor prices through the fucking dirt, 6 feet under. Hey, I'm building. Come on, it's what I'm all about. Thank you for tuning in to The Door Show. Once again, presented by Diamond Hand Radio, brought to you in partnership with the respected Rhinos Club. Thank you for also coming to hang out with your boy. Today's special guest of the day, joining us in about 29 minutes from now, and do our own research together. Hope you got a nice little chuckle, my friends. A couple of things I need you to do for me before we start today's show. Please take a quick second to smash that subscribe button on whatever platform you are currently ingesting The Door Show on. If you are watching on YouTube, you might as well hit that notification bell down there as well so you never miss the start of a live show or any additional content dropping here on this channel. Or if you're watching on Twitter, make sure you hit that follow button, that notification bell up there as well so you never miss any DHR social media content. Or if you're listening to the podcast on your favorite podcast directory, make sure you hit that follow button or that subscribe button right here and right now, as the audio of every single episode releases after each live show is complete. Next item up on deck, you can be so kind, you can find it in those massive hearts of yours to do so. Maybe go on ahead and hit that other like button, leave me a comment, leave me a rating, jump on over yonder in the live YouTube chat if your ass is watching live on YouTube, not on Twitter. On YouTube. If you're in the live YouTube chat, there's a couple key things, 3 key things actually, why I mention it. Number 1, it's how we say GM. Hey, hi, how you doing? To that live chat over there, all of the Diamond Hand fam. It's also how we stay in constant contact during the duration of every single episode. And finally, it is how you, the viewer, can enter into the Daily Door giveaways by simply commenting the secret phrase of the day that will be released in a few moments from now. The final item on deck. You can be so kind, maybe also hit that share button. Send this here show, this platform, this channel, or wherever you're at on over to your friends, your brothers, your sisters, your mothers, your fathers, your aunts, your uncles, your enemies, your neighbors, and the people who live on the opposite side of the damn globe as you. But you would refer to as a good old-fashioned diamond hander, and somebody that could use a little bit of knowledge and NFTs, knowledge and insights on Web3 and NFTs from time to time. Can't thank you enough when you do all those things. Only helps me make Diamond Hand Radio and The Door Show bigger and better for each and every one of you. Woo! You know, I had to break up the monotony. I had to give myself a fresh start to the show. So if you're tuning in late, you didn't see the absolute electricity that was the beginning of the show. But what the fuck? What the hell? Why don't I just keep going with it? Yeah, this is what my hair looks like. Merry Christmas. We're building, kids. We're fucking building. Hey, in case you wondered, I used to be an ironhead. Yes, that is correct. Used to do some fun shit back in the day. A millwright for you people that don't know what the hell that is out there. But hey, here we go. We're building. Safety begins with you and me. Welcome in once again. The Door Show presented to you by Diamond Hand Radio, brought to you in partnership with the respected Rhinos Club. Shout out, especially to my naked rhinos. Life's better when you let it all hang out. Let's say, hey, hi, how you doing? To live chat. What's going on? How's everybody feeling? Here we are. First man live in the chat. It's my man, OG Munch, baby. GM. He's building. Let's go. We also got Turback. GM Turback. What up, baby? Ferk, good to see you. Inu, GM Voodoo. What's going on, my man? GM. Hope you're well too, brother. Build crew! Or should I say, build crew! Let's go. Open 24. What up, Johnny? Good to see you, GM. Hey, what's the problem? What's the fucking problem? You got, what? What's the problem? Hey, fucking, hey, what do you mean WTF? What's the fuck problem? I don't see no, we're building. Come on, here we go. Let's go. Hey, see? Supernova Tech, Tommy fucking B knows what the deal is. He knows what it's all about. Thank you, Mr. Barraza. Hashtag fuck mayo. Thank you very much. Let's keep it moving. Oh, Brico. He's out here building. Let's go. Hey, maybe I just start doing this. This is the new start to the fucking show. Who knows? Wendy, GM, good to see you. Mama Bear, hey. Yeah, I'm your son. You raised me. Hey, everybody blame her. Blame her, not me. She raised me. This is her fault. Shout out everybody in here, man. GM. We are building, baby. And hey, don't forget, safety begins with me. Safety begins with me, okay? All right, now that we're all on the same page, glad you're all here. It is a pleasure to be your host once again and guide this clown show gently down the highways of podcasting. See, sometimes you get in these fucking, I don't know what the hell I'm saying. I know why you guys came here. You didn't come here to listen to me speak. You didn't come here for all that. You came here to win some shit. And boy, oh boy, do I got some surprises today. Not one, but two giveaways. One digital, one physical. Oh my gosh, we're talking about Phygital today on NFT 101. Holy smokes. Almost smacked myself in the head. Good thing I looked and realized I didn't have that hard hat on anymore. That would have really fucking sucked. Because I could smack the shit out of that thing. This, no good. Not trying to have CTE. All right. Speaking of giveaways, let's do the old secret phrase. August 19th, 2022. It is. Hashtag when coffee, when bull. Hashtag when coffee, when bull. Hashtag when coffee, when bull. An ode to our man joining us today, NFT Drew, in about, 23 minutes from now, somewhere in that ballpark. Am I saying that? Yeah, 23 minutes from now. So we'll have him on. Shout out Wen Mint and everybody a part of that. I'm sure some of the fam will be tuning in today. But enter into the YouTube live chat. When coffee, when bull. When coffee, when bull. You ask why that? Well, we're giving away, courtesy of Naked Z and Coffee Labs Roasters, one coffee care package. He will be, all you got to do is send me your address. I'll get that over to him and he will literally deliver it right to you. You don't have to worry about shit. So that's the first giveaway. Second giveaway is a Wall Street Bull. If you haven't looked at them in a while, you don't know what they're doing, I highly suggest you do. That is courtesy of our man, NFT Drew. We always appreciate guest contributions and anybody that contributes to the show. Shout out everybody who supports Diamond Hand Radio and The Door Show, y'allsthebombs.com. Mainly you guys who make this show possible just by tuning in. So make sure we want to pay you back. Enter in hashtag when coffee, when bull. Okie dokie artichokes. It's that time officially as you get to rocking and rolling with that thing. I want to talk a little NFT 101 here. We got some phygitalness to discuss. So without further ado, strap in, lock in. Here we go. What say you? NFT 101. Cheers to each and every one of you sipping on the black elixir of the gods too on this beautiful Friday morning. The weekend is here. It's finally Friday, as the late, great George Jones once said. As you take your sip, and as I remind you, in case you don't win today's coffee care package giveaway, you can still get in on some sweet, sweet elixir of the gods. I'm sipping on a popular brew here today, Witch's Brew. Popular blend amongst the grandpas and amongst the fans of Coffee Labs. So shout out Coffee Labs Roasters and Naked Z. You want to get your hands on some Witch's Brew, a delectable blend of marzipan dark chocolate with a ever so slight vanilla finish. You can get your hands on it by simply going to this episode's description, checking out coffeelabs.com. Put it in your cart, slide to the cart, hit that checkout button, and you're going to see a coupon box. In this episode's description is also that coupon code, but I'll tell it to you right here, right now. DMND Hand Radio. DMND Hand Radio will get you 10% off all your orders at Coffee Labs, and you will also get free shipping on $50 plus. Be sure to enter in the secret phrase of the day. I'm giving away a whole coffee care package. All right. Cheers to you. Be right back. Oh, damn. Yeah, Witch's Brew's fire. Two sipper. Sorry. Woo! All right. Phew, about knock my headphones off. Okay, kids. It's officially time. NFT 101. the future of Phygital. I'm gonna mention something here at the very end, so stick around for the very end of this. Obviously, you'll be sticking around. There's more shit, way more shit coming after this, but I'm gonna mention something about NFT 101 as a whole post the whole deal. So again, I like to mention some of this shit to open up a few rabbit holes, give you some things to think about, and do a little bit of research on your own and get excited for the future, especially during times like this where the market drops a little bit. We go from 18 to 16, 24 to 21, 22, whatever we're going to be at, both on ETH and Bitcoin, respectively. You know, it's nice to remember that there's a future. So, Phygital is a massive thing. Actually, if you type in NFT news on Bing, Google, whatever right now, you will most likely see that one of the top articles on there is about a Phygital drop on the One Of platform. I won't talk about it today. I couldn't read all about it because every single freaking article was by Forbes or Business Insider. And some reason now you have to have a subscription, which is like, what? Used to be, let me just turn off the flipping ad blocker and let me read all this good info. Now I got to pay for the mumbo jumbo. I mean, what are we doing? What are we doing? I thought we're supposed to be advancing technology, not going back in the past and at what, like, huh? I short computed when I saw that today. So, not going to tell you about that, but I'll give you some of my things. I wanted to give you some use cases of Phygital items and then some ideas as far as kind of going forward in the future, some examples and shit that you might see. And then we'll get into some Web3 tea. Hey, see what I did there? So a couple of use cases. Number one is like tokenizing products. And this would essentially be Nike releasing a shoe in the form of an NFT and then also releasing it as a collection. And then maybe that NFT, because you hold that in that shoe and it's forever stored on the blockchain, whether the shoe gets ripped up or you lose them or whatever the case might be, you always have that that NFT stored on the blockchain. And then maybe that NFT gets you extra utility. I was thinking access and utility at the same time. Extra utility to exclusive Nike drops, free merch every month, whatever the case might be, right? That's just simply something that can be totally revolutionized just by simply tokenizing products. Also, product tracing, literally putting serial numbers on crack cocaine, like insanity. Just literally going down that rabbit hole, thinking on that thought track of like, oh, you're in Target, let's say, and you're trying to find a fucking item, and like, excuse me, you know how fucking awkward that shit. Excuse me, where's the toothpaste at? I don't know where the toothpaste. And then fucking, oh yeah, because right, we haven't communicated with each other face to face for 3 years at this point because we're still in a pandemic. I mean, you know what the hell's going on out there? Who the hell knows? Now there's a whole other disease, but that's not either here nor there. That's not what we talk about at this show. But what I do know is in that little guy or gal just does a bink and then oh, we don't have it or whatever the hell it might be. Do you imagine if like you own part of that product or you own like a Walmart NFT that allows you instant access into all of their library and SKUs and like, could you imagine that shit? Like, could you imagine what that would be? And that's why I say serial numbers on crack cocaine, like product tracing is bananas when you think about it. And then brand image protection, another one, massive. Helps with copyrights, really fights with all of that shit. Authenticated on the blockchain, and the authentication is enhanced to a whole new level. You can't fake the blockchain. It's real. It's there. It's a real deal, Holyfield. There is no ifs, ands, or buts about it. We speak in absolutes when it comes to the blockchain. And, you know, I think that product imaging and having that extra layer of protection is going to allow a lot of people to, you know, come out and have creative ideas, you know, have these ideas that nobody typically, you know, typically doesn't want to have, right? Like typically if I say something about this, oh my gosh, somebody's going to come out with this idea or whatever the case might be, right? So you know, it just makes it able to come up with those ideas and storm, right? Storm. So just a little something to think about. Also, last but certainly not least, rewards and loyalty programs. I talk about this all the damn time, right? Essentially, this allows you hold certain phygital items, and maybe you get access to certain stores or into certain benefits or VIP programs, or because you hold this, now you get those free merch boxes. Like, who knows what the possibilities are? And it begs to open up the rabbit hole and dive down deep. And last but not least, some examples, some things I was thinking about. Automobiles, retail, so like that Nike example, real estate, event tickets that we've talked about so many times. There's so many different things that you can do. And then one final example is like Pokemon Go, right? So think about how everybody was just running around everywhere looking for these fucking dumbass Pokemon, and they couldn't find them, or they found them or whatever, and they were just on an app, right? Imagine if that shit was stored on the blockchain. Imagine if that shit was literally had additional value to it. Imagine if there was a whole game created for that, and you got extra incentives based off of that. I mean, it's absolutely insane to think what some of these Phygital things can do. And I'm really excited about the future, and really, I don't know. There's so many more rabbit holes, and I want to get into some Web3 news and shit like that in between. But man, I get so damn excited when I start to think about the future of some of these things. So shout out, appreciate each and every one of you. Make sure you enter in to the daily Door Show giveaway of the day as we close out the first segment of the day. Hashtag win coffee, win bowl. Hashtag win coffee, win bowl. Hashtag win coffee, win bowl. It's today's daily Door Show giveaway of the day secret phrase. If you enter into the live chat, you will be entered in to win one of two giveaways. Number one, coffee care package. Number two, Wall Street Bull NFT, non-fungible token, baby. So do all of that. You'll be entered in. It's going right across my face right there, right now. Make sure you smash that in. Shout out everybody live in the chat. I see Woke Zombie Wifey popped in. Riot is awesome. What up, Riot? I haven't seen you in here before. Dill Pickle, what's going on? Gerald de Jesus, what up? Gerald's got to be all together. Make sure they are all together. Don't put a space in between them. NFT Mama, what's going on? GM. You guys cashed me out on a space last night. I mean, like, wow. I don't know how late you guys stayed up, but I'll tell you what, I was a tired puppy after I got done with that shit. And I just fell asleep. I fell asleep, and I woke up this morning on top of my covers. Wasn't even underneath them. Woke up on top of my covers, wondering what fucking planet I was on. Because truth be known, my phone died, and thank goodness the internal clock was on. Because Java and Jams might have not happened this morning. Lava and Clams, Farva and Bams. Who knows? Whatever you want to call it. What I do know is almost didn't happen this morning. I'm man enough to admit it, because goodness gracious, you degen sons of guns staying up till 2-3 in the morning on Etherbrew spaces. It was supposed to be an hour space. Everybody done left, and we're just still sitting there talking. Of course I fell asleep. So you ask, how do I stay so up, positive, caffeinated? Oh, that's it. Caffeinated. Courtesy of Coffee Labs Roasters. You want your own, go down to this episode's description. Check out coffeelabs.com. Be sure to enter in DMND Hand Radio at checkout for 10% off all of your orders. Okie dokie, kids. It's time to keep this proverbial podcast train steaming on down the tracks with the second segment of the day. My friends, officially, word on the chain. Hold on, let's try this again. Hit the wrong one. Word on the chain. Okie dokie, artichokes. Once again, thank you for tuning in to the Door Show, presented to you by Diamond Hand Radio, brought to you in partnership with the Respected Rhinos Club. We move into the second segment of the day. Word on the chain. And as always, we start things off with a little checkage of the most recent ETH and BTC prices. All right, so without further ado, my friends, let's take a gander here. All right. Number one, still sitting in first place, Bitcoin BTC, current pricing of $21,553 with a market cap of $412 billion, 24-hour volume of $37 billion, up 0.4% on the hour, down 7.5% on the day, and down 10% on the week. Ethereum, ETH, finally fell below that 1,800 mark. pushing 1,700, down to 1,722. Market cap of 210 billion, 24-hour volume of 23 billion, up 1.3% on the hour, down 7.6% on the day, and down 9.2% on the week. So a little bit of a fluctuation, definitely a not a severe drop, but a drop nonetheless, and a drop that a lot of people were talking about. And I kind of wanted to hit on that. Speaking of a lot of people talking about it, the sky is not falling. Just calm down. Just relax. I don't know what the move is. I don't know why. I do know that over 605 million US dollars worth of cryptocurrency has been liquidated over the last 24 hours. So that'll do a little something. Excuse me, itchy nose. Excuse me. Pardon me. That'll do a little something, right? That'll make a little bit of a drop. Just hang on to your potatoes, Dr. Jones. Don't get so bent all out of shape. Don't get all worried and freaked out and no reason. It's all good. Take advantage. If you can average down, if you missed the boat buying low and you just bought in at 18, 19, thinking it was going to go up to 2,000, average down a little bit, buy a little bit more, put yourself in a good position. This is not a time to be worried. It's all good. I had multiple guests come on and say this might be a little bit of a bull trap. Don't expect it to continue to go through the moon. You might see a little bit of a plateau, a little bit of a drop down. If it hits 17, might want to buy a little bit. Again, not financial advice, but spectacular fucking advice. Like, we don't ever give financial advice here, but it's just simply what we're doing and how we're utilizing our funds. Again, investing is a contact sport, and if you do not have enough padding to survive a couple of hits, then your ass shouldn't be in the game. But at the end of the day, a lot of the people you see on here, me and everyone else that you see in spaces and that I surround myself with, understands that concept. And you should as well. I would imagine if you're tuning into this show, you do. But just know, it's just one of them risky times, just another little dip, and then it just makes the moonshot even that much fun, more fun, whatever. Funner, I have no idea. Just make sure you're still taking advantage of discounts. Floor prices are super duper low. If you got some extra ETH, you got some shit, take advantage of it. Or just stay liquid and hold your ETH, unlike me and Grandolph. I always give Grandolph shit, but I can't hold on to ETH to save my dog on life either. So there you go. There you have it. I'm man enough to admit it. How you doing? Word on the chain has it. Item number 2. Rarible has officially undercut Magic Eden's Basie exclusive marketplace proposal. That's right. Rarible has put together their own proposal for a Basie only ApeCoin based marketplace. So we talked about it last week. Magic Eden kind of putting together the proposal. Oh, we'll have an ApeCoin only marketplace, just like they're doing ETH now and everything. You can buy and trade, sell everything. Your Basies, your Bored Ape Yacht Clubs, right here. That also is a tie on to the Mutants, to the Kennel Club, all that stuff. And hey, will be exclusive for you. How does Rarible undercut that? There's not really much you can do, right? Au contraire. Turns out, Rarible says, oh, we'll do that. But all you beautiful Basie holders that want to come on over, since you guys deal with bigger funds than the average bear, right? Not only will we make it ApeCoin exclusive, but we'll cut out all transaction fees. So Rarible is like, hey, we will literally butter the bread and serve it to you up on a plate. All you got to do is just slide on over here. We'll be your exclusive partner. You can use ApeCoin, no transaction fees. It's all good. Somebody may have dropped a small collection. Well, alpha, ain't that some shit? Well, hot diggity damn. Shout out NFT mama. That might be some word on the chain action right there. Hey, that's a freaking topic and a half if I ever heard one. Hot damn. But either way, pretty interesting to see. Now, does OpenSea come in? Does Looks Rare make a push? Does X2Y2 try and do a little something? Like, what's the move? What's the play? Like, this is very interesting to see. And this is one of the first things I saw with the undercutting of the floor. But there you go. There you have it. Word on the chain, item number 2. Word on the chain has it. Item number 3. Seth Green and Steve Aoki have officially partnered for an animated TV series. I got a picture of it here somewhere. Let's see. Ah, here we go. Let's see. Add. Oh shit. Here we go. There we go. Seth Green and Steve Aoki. Hopefully, me putting a picture of Aoki on my my show here doesn't force it to go straight to zero. I didn't mean that. I was just kidding, Steve. Please don't cancel my show. I was just kidding. But very interesting. It's called Replicant X. It is a continuation of Steve Aoki's 2021 stop motion NFT project called Dominion X. The Replicant Mint is also the next set of like characters in this animated show, and obviously you can see that's one of the little dudes right there. But the Replicant Mint is funding this Dominion TV show, and I'm not sure what type of kickbacks for holders or what there's going to be or exactly what all they're kind of planning with that. I'm sure with kind of this mint funding a lot of the previous collection and to get it to a show form, I'm sure there's got to be kickbacks of some type. But anybody who holds like an Aoki passport, an Aokiverse passport, they're getting free airdrops on 9/9. The mint for this thing is on September 8th. And if you're part of like a bunch of other projects, there was like a dozen projects that were basically getting free mints or something along those lines. So pretty damn interesting to see Seth Green and Steve Aoki jump into the game together. This is definitely not the TV show that Seth Green was talking about with his Bored Ape, as you can tell. So Seth Green is trying to make some moves and be the next Web3 creator and really do some stuff. So, well, not Web3 creator, but Web3, I guess, have TV shows or whatever the hell you want to call that. I don't know. But shout out Seth Green, Steve Aoki starting an animated TV project called Replicant X. Ooh. Hold on, I gotta go back to this so I can change the screen so you guys don't see all the back end nonsense. You know how it gets down. Word on the chain has it. Item number 4. Social Pay Me is officially launching their NFT collection or NFT marketplace rather. I'm very interested to see what all happens here. Where the hell am I at? Hold on one second. I'm speaking, talking. I totally lost my train of thought. Speaking, talking. Yeah, that's the same thing, Cap. What? No joke. No joke, kid. Okay, so why do I mention this? Because we just talked about Play NFT yesterday, and this goes out to all the creators that watch this show, YouTubers, podcasters, Spaces hosts, everybody in between that's coming up in this space. Wherever your lane is as a creator, if you're a creator, you're really going to like this. So this is even better than Play NFT, right? We talked about it yesterday. You can create a gamified NFT, if you will, allow your community to buy into it, and there will be a whole bunch of kickbacks for both the creator and the community members. Social Pay Me does a whole different ball game. They basically are like a Web3 connection platform. So I just wanted to kind of show this. It is absolutely insane what they're kind of doing. So they're basically connecting influencers with product collaborations, sponsoring content and reviews, competitions and giveaways, which is we already do on Twitter Spaces, and long-term ambassadors for both your brand and you. And it's very, very interesting to see like people coming out with this type of stuff, companies coming out with this type of value for creators. Really, once again, I always talk about it, Web3 revolutionizing the creator economy and everything that we know it as. YouTube started 10, 15 years ago at this point, and like really picking up steam probably the better part of now 5 years, where everybody wants to have a YouTube show. Hey, hi, how you doing? And everybody's kind of doing something, some form or fashion, finding their niche. And it's just really, really cool to see people be able to do that and kind of grow. And this is my 4th show, so it's it's cool to really start growing in a special way. So there you go. There you have it. Social Pay Me is the new creator app coming on out. Other than that, kids, that's it for Word on the Chain. Our guest today will be joining us shortly. Hasn't officially popped into the show yet, so I'll pop in here and say what's up to you guys. Let me get a sip of agua first. You guys got anything on the mind? Go ahead, drop it in there. Say hi, how you doing? Say what's going on, what's popping. I see all you guys vibing in there. What's going on? How you feeling? How you moving? How you grooving? Oh, check him out. He just joined us as a, like, how about this for timing? I mean, it's like I should start a podcast or something. Oh wait. As always, my friends, before we get into the final segment of the day, I humbly ask that you remember the secret phrase of the day, because we're doing a double giveaway today, going crazy because Naked Z is an absolute legend with Coffee Labs Roasters. So enter in to the YouTube live chat as an ode to our man joining us here on the opposite side of this transition. Hashtag when coffee, when bull. Hashtag when coffee, when bull. As we are giving away a Coffee Labs care package courtesy of Naked Z and Coffee Labs Roasters. And we're also giving away one Wall Street Bull NFT courtesy of my man, NFT Drew. We'll give him a full proper intro on the opposite side of this, but feel free, smash it in as many times as you want. Only one entry per viewer, but you can still go absolutely wild in there. And hey, who knows? Maybe you break the algorithm and you win. But we'll get to that very end of the show, and we'll see you on the opposite side of this. Final segment of the day, my friends. Doorkeepers. One more cheers to you. Couldn't get the sip in. Hold on. I try and speed through the sips, but I'm not trying to like kill myself live on the show. That'd be really awkward. I don't know how we'd kind of fix that problem. So try not to do that. So I'm going to take my time on my sips. Sometimes you catch me neither here nor there. My friends, it is once again that time. Hold on. Let me send the old daily tweet. One second. Mis compadres. Send. Okie dokie artichokes. It's that time to get on your feet and put your hands together and help me welcome in for his first official appearance at the door, hopefully of many, one of the co-founders of the amazing platform called Wen Mint. We will talk plenty about that. If you don't know, you won't know, but you will soon find out. He's also a cybersecurity genius. He is one of the most high-level dudes I've had an opportunity to connect with. He's a big brain human, to say the least. My friends, PLP pusher, diamond hander, community manager, community builder, Discord runner, and so many doggone other things that I'm sure we'll find out today. Welcome on in, my friend, NFT, Drew.
How is it going, my brother? I appreciate that introduction.
Let's go. My pleasure, man. My pleasure. Welcome in. How you doing, man?
Doing good, doing good. I feel like I need to watch more of these shows, and I don't know what's in that coffee you're drinking. I don't drink coffee, but I think I surely do need some.
100%, man. Witch's Brew, Coffee Labs Roasters. Shout out Naked Z. We're giving away one of those care packages today. It's top notch, man. Some of the best coffee I've ever had. But shout out to you. I know you're a busy guy. I know you guys are constantly, not only you, but the whole team over at Wen Mint, always doing something. So taking the time, I appreciate you more than you know. Can't wait to dive into all types of stuff. But what's going on? How's everything on your end of the world? Yeah, how you living? How you feeling? I feel like we connect few and far between on spaces because we're both so busy anymore.
I know. I feel like I'm always just catching up with everyone on Spaces, but no, doing good, man. I feel like I was just talking to someone. We used to say, "Oh, thank gosh, it's Friday," and like Web 2, and now Web 3. It's just another day. It doesn't make it special anymore.
100%. Well, I appreciate it again, man. Let's get right on into it. Tell us a little bit about your IRL backstory. You got a pretty interesting title, cybersecurity engineer, everything you're doing with Wen Mint. You're always dropping crazy alpha tweets on that side. We'll get into security definitely as the show goes on, but share us a little bit about the legend NFT Drew, man.
Yeah. I think it all really started when I went to college for kind of networking, like IT, something super broad. Took a class in college called Intro to Networking. Right. As soon as I took that class, I was like, damn, everything runs on ones and zeros. Like how fascinating, right? Like getting down to just everything there. And then it kind of grew. Graduated with a bachelor's there. And then a couple of my buddies Started getting into like crypto. We all got into crypto. We started investing, I think, back in like 2016, right? Like back in the day. I have a screenshot still, and it hurts. It hurts me to say this. I think I bought something like 10,000 Dogecoin when it was like 0.004, right? Um, of course, when it hit a penny, sold way too early. RIP. But I started getting more and more into crypto. And then one of my buddies, who's an artist, definitely check him out, Cullen Colors. Um, Badass artist. He hit me up and he's like, "Hey, there's this thing called an NFT." And I was kind of aware of it, didn't really understand too much what it was. He was like, "You should check it out, right? It's this like ape collection." And so he sent it to me, and I was like, "All right, check it out." Looked at it, and I'm like, "I don't know, man. This kind of looks stupid, right?" And so, long story short, of course, that was Bored Ape Yacht Club. Probably one of the biggest regrets of my life there. But, once he did that, I started looking more into it, the development side, the engineering, how Discord was kind of adopted to it pretty quickly, especially from, being familiar with it from the game side of things. And then from there, met some other engineers, like I'm sure you all know Zorpheus, Iker, everyone
See?
else on the Wen Mint team, right? Shout out to them. And then the rest is history. We just started building.
Hell yeah, man. I don't know if you saw the beginning of the show, but I had my hard hat on. We're building. Lock and load, safety. And also, hey. And also, safety begins with me. Safety begins with me. Shout out to you. Always about that security, man. Come on, I come prepared. But you kind of mentioned diving in kind of 2016. And before we get into Wen Mint, I want to know a little bit about kind of your thoughts just about crypto and NFTs. You mentioned getting in 2016 and then kind of Cullen Colors. Is that Cullen Colors? Is that right? Or
Yeah, Cullen.
I wrote that down. I definitely want to look them
Colors
up
with an S. Yeah.
with an S. Okay, sick. I wrote that down. But you talk about kind of getting into space. You briefly touched on it, but despite these ups and downs, today's like kind of been one of the worst days in a while. Like, so what? We're still here. I'm still showing up, right? But like, why do you keep sticking around despite those?
I mean, I don't think the market is going to go anywhere. Obviously, there's volatility. There's going to be a lot of volatility with, the ETH2 merge coming up, right? And that's just expected. I mean, the market's going to do what it's going to do, but builders are going to build, and they're going to build regardless if the market is up or the market's down, right? It doesn't matter. Innovation and really no barriers or boundaries except for engineering is what's stopping anyone from doing anything in Web3. You could somewhat say the same in Web2, but obviously from a centralized regulatory perspective, we could save that debate for another time, but there's a lot less things that are kind of really stopping you from doing what you want to do in Web3 outside of the engineering, right? And I think that's
Mm.
really where us as engineers, security professionals, really builders in general, right? Because that can be applied as a broad topic, allows you to come in here and do what you want to do.
Hell yeah, man. I just wrote down nothing stopping you. I mean, I preach about it all the time, but I don't know how many more guests have to come on the show and say the opportunities are there. Go take them. Go figure it out. See where you can go, right? And I mean, literally point proven. I mean, both me and you just get into the space and just continue to grow and build and see what problem can we solve today, what value can we provide to this space today, and
Yep.
that's what's really key. And I just thought back to I too looked at the Basie Mint page when it was around. I watched a video of Gary V January of 2021 talking about good idea to have some Ethereum, maybe at least one ETH, OpenSea, and a MetaMask. And I said, that's dumb. Why do like what? I don't know what. Come on. And like I looked, I was like, okay, actually, you know what? Maybe ETH is cool. Scooped up a little, whatever. And then totally slept. Totally slept until November, December. And then of course at that point, what Basie floor was at 15 ETH, 20 ETH,
Yep.
pushing 30. So I always say, shucky darn, but it's like I wouldn't have had the opportunity to do everything I'm doing now too. So it's pretty badass. But speaking of opportunity to do everything doing now, Wen Mint, man, you guys are doing massive things. I know a lot of people are familiar. I know you guys just partnered with somebody who's really close to the show, the Oozoids, an alpha miner. They just announced that the other day, so that was really fucking dope. But just overall, give us some updates, any alpha. I mean, I know it's kind of hard to drop alpha about a launch pad, but anything you got, man, just kind of get us up to date, kind of your version of a shill, I suppose.
Yeah. Definitely. Just kind of like a quick 411. I mean, I think it's always good to give some history or some background, right? Because every single person that I talk to, they're kind of like, well, why'd y'all form Wen Mint, right? And it's really for two reasons, and I say this over and over. We formed it for two reasons, and those two reasons are we want to go ahead and knock down that barrier of entry to get into, start a business, because I like saying businesses, not projects, right? And go ahead and build on your idea, but not be roadblocked by engineering, right, or development, because that is a beast in this space. Don't get me wrong, right? There are a lot of developers and engineers out there, and hats off to them, you know. And the second thing is we also want to be that trusted developer, right? So, for example, I know Respected Rhinos is sponsoring the show. Definitely shout out to them. We're their dev team. When
Shut
someone
up.
goes to the Respected Rhinos, say, hey, who is your developer? They say Wen Mint, and then it's like, okay, cool. There's that implicit trust where, okay, we know there's not going to be any issues with the minting form. There's not going to be any funds stuck in the contract. God, it's crazy to me. All the developers, we're all doxxed. If you want to go see the rest of the team's pretty faces, wenmint.com, and go to the team page, we're all doxxed there. And, it's just going to be a very smooth minting process, right? The whole engineering. And that's what we do, right? We provide all the development, all the engineering, the smart contract, the minting form, all the tech stuff, Discord security audits, of course, a lot of mentorship and advice. And really, I mean, you can almost call it like an incubator in a way, right? And it's really kind of just building upon it, because I think a big thing of what we're focusing now is bridging that gap from Web 2 to Web 3, right? Our smart contracts do offer the ability to mint with a debit or credit card, right? And if you don't have a wallet, it'll actually show you how to create a wallet, right? Whether it be MetaMask, Coinbase, anything. So it's a lot of just constant building, right? I'll never be satisfied. I don't think any of us will be satisfied, because there's always improvements, right? Something that may work today may not work next week, and that's the NFT space. As little patience that everyone has in the NFT space is just as fast as things move in the NFT space.
Absolutely, man. I love that. I obviously I know a bunch about Wen Mint. We've partnered with you with Duncan. Duncan's been a part of the founders team for a long time. So just living vicariously through that, and then everything in between. So it's been really cool to see you guys grow, and just I remember hanging out with Jose and Quig on Friday nights on NFZM spaces, bro. Like think about that. Think about that. That's how far we've come. And that when you sit back for a minute and you put it in that perspective, it's like, oh shit, we really out here building. Like, it might suck time to time. We kind of forget. It's good to have that reminder. And I talk about that with Jose all the time. Like, bro, we used to just chop it up on NFZM Fridays, and it's just the funniest thing ever to remember some of those things.
It's so funny too, because like if you really think about it, that wasn't even that long ago. That was what, like 6 months?
If that. I think they were still like happening in maybe like March. So yeah, probably 5-6 months, somewhere in that ballpark. It's like, it's just wild. This space moves fast.
It's crazy.
Definitely moves
It's
fast.
crazy. Hey, but look, we're still here. We're still building. I mean, I'm super excited what you're doing here with the show, right? Bringing on guests, spreading the alpha, right? Go ahead and capitalize on it, and just building a brand name for yourself, for other people when they come in. They know that, okay, hey, look, I've watched these shows, and I know that the guests that they bring on, or the information that you share, is trustworthy, right? Because I feel like that's one of the biggest things. Oh, how do I get into how do I get into NFTs? How do I get into Web3? And what do? I go to Google search, or I go to YouTube, and there's 20 million results with half of them saying one thing, the other half saying one thing, and then they're almost like convoluting each other, right? So definitely, I mean, you just want to give you flowers there for sure.
Hey, thank you, brother. I preach it all the time. I'm the Web3 media, and I'm the unbiased Web3 media. No, none of my guests pay me to come on this show. I reach out to you. I value your time and your insights and your knowledge. And I've said it a million times. If you show up to the Diamond Hand Radio YouTube channel, you click on the Door Show podcast playlist, and you just flick from the bottom and just start working your way up and mint one of each, or get involved with whoever, whether it's a security expert or whatever. If you do that, I promise you're going to have a badass wallet, and you're going to be surrounded with dope people. Because I'm in the trenches every single day, and then I come out here and take some time to, all right, let's talk, let's connect. So I appreciate the hell out of it, man. It's my passion. I love it. I love edutaining, whatever it might be about. And I can promise you, this is major alpha for the Diamond Hand fam. There's some big stuff coming for Diamond Hand Radio. We got some really interesting stuff to announce, probably post NFT Vegas and the months outside of that. So
Hey, yo.
super excited. Appreciate the hell out of you. But I wouldn't bring you on the show and not ask you about it, dude. We could talk about your start and freaking Wen Mint and all that bullshit, but we got to get into your knowledge, man. Why you're here, what you do in this space, and its security, man. I got it down there. Cybersecurity genius, dude. You're always tweeting like I say this shit. I'm like, bro, I've turned it. I'm literally petitioning it to start it as a hashtag. Quote tweeting the shit. Hashtag thank you, Drew, with 2 W's. Send it out into the fucking Twitterverse. Period. I'm petitioning for it because like nobody else is putting that stuff out there, and it's good, high quality stuff. So on that same thought track, what have you kind of been seeing out there? Like recent scams? I know these fuckers damn hackers are getting so smart every fucking day, dude. It just seems like there's a new hack. What are you seeing out there? Best advice right now, just all encompassing. Go down a rabbit hole, man. It's all you. This is your time here. Security 101.
Yeah, it's tough because they've been getting really good. And one thing too, I mean, as much as we like to think we're all geniuses and experts, I don't think anyone is, including myself, because we haven't been here long enough to say that. I mean, we only, 2 years, right?
Right.
I mean, I don't think even if you're doing something for 2 years, maybe you could be an expert, but it's definitely, I mean, don't get me wrong, this isn't all just me doing it. There's so many other individuals that I speak to in group DMs that are like Web3 cybersecurity engineers, very smart individuals. And it's just kind of like a collective effort because a lot of what Web3 offers is decentralization. There is no 911 number, and we kind of just have to come together to spread that news, right? But kind of I mean, damn, dude, and these scams and hacks are getting really good. I think the one that everyone is probably aware of is you get airdropped this NFT in your wallet. It has a super high WETH offer, right? You don't know what it is. You go to accept it, and then boom, you're screwed, right? So definitely just be careful with those. The easiest way to go ahead and check is if you actually click on the contract of the NFT that it's dropped in. It's under details. You can go to Etherscan, and it's not verified. So what that means is a verified contract is something you want to look at, right? In an unverified state, it's locked. It's like it's hidden. You can't see anything about the contract at all. And obviously it's unverified because if anyone were to read it, it would pretty much show that it's going to drain your wallet, right? Some other ones are never scan a QR code, ever, ever, right? What we're seeing now is if you scan a QR code, what it does is it'll go ahead and redirect you to some kind of like Discord login or something. And as soon as you do that, it'll actually steal your backup 2FA, like authentication tokens, which everyone should have 2-factor authentication on.
100%,
everyone.
100%.
Everyone.
Take
okay.
the time.
There's free ones. Microsoft, Google Authy, all that kind of stuff. And pretty much what that does is as soon as it gets your password, it can bypass your 2FA, right? Now, the easiest way to do that is, if you're hacked, change your password. It'll cycle your 2FA backup tokens. So then that's out the door. But just be careful logging in. I think a really bad one, too, that I'm seeing is sometimes some Discords have like CAPTCHA bot set up, and you have to log in to verify it with your Discord. I just am recommending Discords not to use that, right? If anything, let's just stick to CAPTCHA in the Discord. I know DMs kind of suck. You should really have your DMs turned off. If you need to join Discord where it requires a DM, make sure it's trusted, turn it on. Another CAPTCHA, turn it off, right? Some other really, really, really good ones that I've been seeing lately is with this rise that I think we're about to see with games. They're asking you to download something, right? It's not in a web browser. It's not in the web app. They're asking you to install an application. When you install the application, it kind of does one of two things. One, it'll pretty much just, get your MetaMask if you're installing it in the browser or bookmarking it. Or two, what it actually does is it allows a hacker to remote into your computer. Then they have control of it. If anything like that ever happens, just go and plug your router, right? You immediately lose internet connection, and then they don't have a way to get to your computer, right? Even if you try to turn it off, if you sit there, try clicking, you're wasting time, right? Time is always of the essence of this kind of stuff.
Hmm.
And they're just getting smart, dude. A lot of this stuff is not like really more so a lack of Discord security. It's social engineering.
Hmm.
That's
Yeah.
really what it is. I mean,
Yeah.
we're seeing a lot. So, revoke.cash just had a really good plugin. If you haven't downloaded that, I highly recommend downloading that as a plugin. But we're seeing
Big.
stuff pop up like, revoke.space, revoke.com, right? And then when you go to that, it's just copies. I think the big one where everyone always freaks out is when, Discord does get compromised. They throw a link in there saying, hurry, hurry, free mint, right? Urgency is always a red flag sign. And when you go to the site, it says free mint. There might be like a bar that says 900 remaining out of 1,000. You click on it. You unfortunately approve all, right? Instead of just signing, and then you're drained, right? Now, the MetaMask update is pretty good because it actually shows that, hey, you're approving all now, instead of, signing, right? Which you should always just be careful doing anything. But those are they're getting good, dude.
I know it. That's why I prefaced it, and I appreciate you. I was furiously writing notes, man, because I'm a constant learner. You said I don't think any of us are geniuses to start that off, and I had to give you your flowers, man. I mean it, but yeah, I'm a constant student of the game. I'm trying to. I always have like at least try to have weekly, if not monthly, security updates for the first segment of the day, NFT 101, and just kind of like, hey, here's what I'm seeing. Being on a team, I get these DMs. I see this or in a comment, or maybe they put like a picture, and if you click on the picture in the damn comment, like just you don't know what it is. Just don't go perusing around having fun. Don't go looking for none. There won't be none, is what I
Yep.
always like to say. So I appreciate all that, man. And that new Revoke Cash plugin, I'm a huge Revoke Cash proponent. I've actually had a whole Revoke Cash segment on here and went down screenshots, everything, revoking it all out. So love that you mentioned that, man. Loads and loads of good stuff. If you guys are not taking notes, I don't know what the hell you're doing. You're sleeping on the other side of the doggone screen, and you're doing yourself a severe disservice. So wake up, Diamond Hand fam. Start taking some notes. Speaking of those QR codes, massive thank you for that. That is massive with NFT Vegas coming up literally this time next
Yeah.
week. Are you going to be in NFT Vegas or no?
I will be there the last day on that Saturday, so we will definitely sync up for
Let's
sure.
fucking go. NFT
sure.
Drew. Let's go, dude. All right, that's dope. I just keep finding out more and more people are going. So I'll be there Thursday through Monday. So I'm making extended weekend of it for sure. So yeah, we'll
Sweet.
link up, man. 100%. Before we dive into the final segment of the day, and I'm sure you'll enjoy that. It is affectionately coined. Finish the sentence. We'll get to that soon. But last question. To anybody kind of you know what, I'm gonna save that one for you. You gave a lot of good insights on the space. I think you've probably battled some adversity in your life. You've probably been through a thing or two. I don't know. I real recognizes real, huh? So
Yeah.
I always ask every single guest the same question. Diamond Hand fam knows it, but everybody loves it because there's such a wide breadth of the answers that come out. So to somebody an engineer trying to get into Web3 and figure out how to do some coding or whatever the hell the case might be that I don't know anything about, or start a business or start a project or whatever the case might be, and getting to that point and jumping and dealing with the adversity, all that stuff encompassing, what's your best advice for that person?
Yeah, I think research, and don't just go and look up one source, right? Look up 4 sources and see what's the commonality between the 4. I think that's utterly important, especially with how many different, resources are out there, like I was just saying before, right? And you got to find a trusted group, as hard as that is in Web3. But, for example, I mean, the Respected Rhinos has done an awesome job, right? Transparency and people forming like inside friend groups within the community, right? I mean, we can go in there and everyone knows everyone by name, right? That's the kind of community I'll go and I'll just ask, right? Of course, if anyone ever has any questions, I mean, join the Wen Mint Discord and just ask, right? Take it with a grain of salt. I say everything that I'm saying here, go and ask other people. Make sure that all the answers line up, right? Again, no one's an expert, but the least thing you could do is go ahead and just see if I say one thing, how many other people say the same thing. Okay, it's probably trusted, right? for coders. I mean, Udacity, other kind of trusted platforms for code or Web2 stuff is there. But again, I mean, there's new scams that are happening every day. You know, like don't get me wrong. As much as I am a cybersecurity engineer, I got scammed. What was it? 4 months ago for a dead fella, right? I was tired. I went to go ahead and make a trade. And instead of clicking on OpenSea.io, it was OpenSea.xyz. And there it went, right? Lesson learned. I mean, it's just the little tiny things. You always got to make sure the .io, .xyz, .com, that kind of stuff. You just have to triple check that stuff. And Wallet Guard is also a pretty good source for like detecting other aspects too with the revoke.cash plugin. Because those things will call it out, obviously on top of a stuff like, an antivirus and a VPN. But at the end of the day, it's you and your knowledge that's fighting against all these people that are just ridiculously horrible and just, coming for your stuff. I mean, I see it every single day and it sucks to see.
Same here, man. And I say it all the time. I don't know how many more people I got to bring on this show and that we beat the same drum of just security. Just until everybody just kind of starts wisening up and it starts with us. If we want this space to really start moving forward in the way that we know it can, it starts with us as the ones who are smarter and have been around long enough. And I appreciate you sharing that story because it can happen to the best of us. A lot of people will hide that. A lot of people won't share that shit. I fucked up. I shared my story of getting scammed when I first came into space. I could have got scammed. I dropped $2,000 in Coinbase, and by the grace of God, I utilized my bank account instead of my debit card. And we all know what happens: freezes it for 7 days, yada, yada, yada. I connected to the whole fucking site. I only had 2 little bullshit Cybe NFTs. It was nothing, whatever. And I only had enough to mint this one white rabbit. And just like you said, man, 900 on the bar. It was just zooming by. I was like, oh my gosh, shit, I'm fucking up. I'm missing out. Like, what am I doing? I've been watching this forever. Holy shit. And I just couldn't believe it. Surprise mint, yada, yada. I connect, do the whole thing, sign, bingo. Wait, why? What's going on? And I was so new in the space, I had to get on Twitter Space to figure out I was fucking scammed. I had no idea, man. So I appreciate you sharing that. And anytime I get an opportunity to, because there's been a lot of high level people just make a simple mistake, and so many of the high level people that have made the simple mistakes, it's been that spelling. It has been that spelling, like an L. An uppercase I as an L or whatever, those super simple things. So, dude, I can't thank you enough. There's so much knowledge in a short little 30 minutes. Thank you. You ain't out of here yet. We'll put you on the hot seat, but from the bottom of my heart, man, thank you. You're the bomb.
Of course, man. It's my pleasure.
Hell yeah. All right, dude. Here we go. Final segment of the day. Finish the sentence, Drew. 10 sentences by yours truly. Thought up out of this crazy head. Tends to get a little weird during this point in time. It's not all buttoned up in high fashion, as if this show is that anyway. We start with some NFT stuff. We might dive into some of your favorite things. Who knows where we go? Nothing challenging, unless your name's HD and JTR and you've been hitting the head a couple too many times. Sentence number 1. My definition of NFTs and Web3 is...
I don't know if I'm allowed to say that on here.
Let's go. That's what I'm talking about.
There's some funny ass ones that I've heard, and that's the first one that came to mind. But I think we'll keep this. I don't know if we're gonna keep it PG or not.
Dude, you do not have to keep it PG for a half a fucking second. If it's on your mind, you've heard me. I literally just said fuck right there. This is it. What? JTR gonna pull fucking sponsorship? That jagaloon can't spend a half of a second without getting fuck out of his mouth. Like, come on, what do we got to worry about? I was taking bong hits the other day on the show. I'd have been long canceled to go if I was gonna be. Son of a bitch. Oh, I love it. That's hilarious. All right, sentence number 2. Maybe a continuation. The best way to describe Twitter Spaces is...
You're coming up with these questions. Organized chaos. We'll call it. We'll keep it there.
I like that. Especially if you tune into an Ether Brews Thirsty Thursday space. Say that. Sentence number 3. The most recent project I've swept or minted is...
Metadrag. Shout out to Stecky.
Shout out Stecky. Oh yeah, hell yeah. Shout out. Number 4. My favorite genre of music is
EDM. Big
ooh.
time.
Ooh, so this is gonna be good because there's a wide breadth of EDM when you're talking about it. You can go a lot of different angles.
A lot of different ways.
Number 5. My favorite EDM artist is
That's tough. Damn.
Mhm.
I'd have to say Grizz right now. Grizz is killing it.
Oh no, you didn't! No, you didn't!
I just saw him live. I'm about to see him live again.
Bro! Oh my gosh, my one of my best IRL friends is a huge Grizz fan. We're actually hanging out tomorrow. And he got me into Grizz, Big G, Grammatic.
Dude, big time, bro.
Come
Big
on.
time.
That's my vibes. I play that on the morning show all the time. Fuck yeah. Let's go. Hey, see, we wouldn't have found that out if we didn't do the last segment. This is why I do this shit. All right. Number 6. My favorite movie of all time is
Favorite movie of all time. You know, it's funny. I actually don't watch TV or movies or anything. I don't even own a TV in my house. You want to know what's a really good? I'm gonna keep it Disney too. A really one that just came out in the movie. Oh gosh, what is it? It was just animated. It just came out. I'm drawing a blank.
You got me.
The animated Disney movie. There you go.
Yahtzee sounds good. The recent one that came out, you know the one.
You know, the one.
The one on the billboard.
one.
That one. Yeah, that one. Okay, yeah, maybe if it comes to you, we'll come back. Number 7. My favorite food is
Oh, pizza, bro. All day, every day.
pizza popular. You just a cheese guy, you all the way supreme, you find yourself right in the middle somewhere.
I am not a pineapple person. Let's just
Thank
throw that out there and
you.
clarify.
Thank
If anyone's
you.
watching, just click the little
Thank you.
X. All right.
Thank
It's
you.
purely pepperoni and cheese.
Up there.
Keep it classy.
Thank you. Point blank period. Love me a good pep. Sometimes I get a little wild, do a little cheese pep. Green pepper. Well,
Okay.
little
Yeah,
extra
keep it a little
stuff in there.
healthy.
Something in
Eat the
there.
veggies.
Who's say, who's to know? My parents always told me to eat a bunch of vegetables, but obviously, as you can see, I'm not the biggest fella. So I think I could have just been eating milk duds and ho-hos the whole time. So I don't know what the fuck. Speaking of milk duds and ho-hos, my favorite candy is
Reese's all the way.
Ooh, everybody knows this at this point, but I am severely addicted to strawberry Sour Patch Kids. Not just like the strawberries. They just literally strawberries. They're so dumb. They're just dumb. You freeze a pack of them. Buy them at like 2
You know about it all.
Woo, ask Baby O. Me and Baby O are on some shit now with those things. Goodness.
Hey, you ever made a drink with them?
No, but you just put me on game without actually knowing you were about to, and that's going to be the best. Oh, wow. I don't know what.
Bro.
Wow. Okay, I got to figure that out. Wow. Okay, drink. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's going to be something this weekend. Okay, stop distracting me. You're not getting out of the last 2. My favorite hobby outside of Web3 and NFTs is
fishing. Big time.
Oh, any specific fish?
Red drum.
Ooh, nice. I'm a big crappie fisherman. Well,
big crappie.
Yeah, right. I haven't fished for a long time. Damn, me and me, you got a lot in common. I didn't realize.
I'm about to say we're about to go fishing in Vegas.
Let's go, bro.
As much water is not out there.
Hell yeah. Yeah, fucking Lake Mead drying up, finding remains every other day. Like, what the fuck's going on out there? All right, last one, my friend. Roses are red. Violets are blue. I'm an NFT degen. And
good luck to you.
Let's go. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the legend NFT Drew. Thank you so much, brother. Electricity, start to finish. Thank you, dude.
Absolutely. No, it's a pleasure coming on here, man, and definitely keep up the good work.
Definitely will.
I think we'll say years down the line, but in Web3 that means a couple months, man. It'll definitely be coming to fruition exactly what you want it to be, man. So keep up the good work.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate the hell out of that. Let's give some shit away and get on up and get on out. We got busy lives to lead here building this Web3 space. Again, building. Safety begins with you and me. All right, come on. Safety first. Safety first. Safety begins with you and me. All right. Let's give some shit away, kids. Secret phrase of the day, hashtag Wen Coffee, Wen Bull. Hashtag Wen Coffee, Wen Bull. Live in prime time for the first time on your screen. You now see it. Here it is. Here we go. 35 entries. What do you say? What do you know? We are rolling for the coffee care package for the first one. So I will write this down so I don't forget. Ooh, excuse me. Oof. All right, coffee care package. The roll begins as per usual, only in the live YouTube chat. Hashtag Win Coffee Win Bull. Live YouTube chat. We count it down from 3, from 2, from 1. We see familiar faces, familiar names as per usual. Who is it going to be today? What PP will be selected? It's the fucking J Medina. The fucking J Medina. Hey, if you guys don't know, if you don't know, you won't know. But that's my boy, J Groove. J Groove of the Respected Rhinos, who is going to be live in prime time out in Las Vegas. He wasn't sure, but he is a loyal man, loyal member of the Diamond Hand fam. So shout out J Groove. Appreciate the hell out of you. Send me your address so now I can just roll up on you whenever I want in Aurora. And also we can get you that coffee care package. Appreciate the hell out of you, brother. All right, one more. Thank you, Drew, for also supporting the show, man. Dishing out a Wall Street Bull. Like, that's fucking massive, bro. So giveaway number 2.
Awesome community.
Woo! Massive community. Sick community. Giveaway number 2. We begin draw down from 3 once again into in 1. Who's it gonna? Oh shit! Oh shit! Move! Oh shit! Oh, hold on. Here we go. Okay, there we go. Who's it gonna be? Familiar face, familiar names, ladies and gentlemen. Who is gonna be a Wall Street Bull? Dill Pickle. What's going on? Hey, shout out. That's massive. Dill Pickle's a brew. He's a woke zombie. He's obviously a funky fly. He's a whole bunch of stuff. So shout out Dill Pickle Champ.
You're about to be a Wall Street Bull now.
Loyal member. Hey, Dill, if you just want to make it easy, bro, send me your ETH address and I'll just shoot it over to Drew just to make it easy. So we had J Groove on the coffee and Dill Pickle Chomp on the Wall Street Bull. Let me just so I don't forget, and then we will get on up and get on out. Beautiful. Once again, thank you, my brother. Can't tell you how much I appreciate it. Absolute electric episode. I'm going to have a hell of a time trying to figure out what the hell to clip up because there's too much damn good shit. So that generally means it was good stuff. So appreciate the hell out of you. But I think it's time we got to get on up and get on out. So if you haven't seen it before, it's going to be quite the surprise. Maybe lower your volume a little bit because... That's it. That's a wrap. Paper or plastic. Put a bow on that sumbitch. Episode number 53 of The Door Show is officially over. It's time to get on up and get on out. But before we do, a couple of things I need you to do for me. I need you to remember that it is a fantastic, nay, fabulous, nay, fantabulous Friday to be alive. The rest is up to me and thee, and I'm choosing to push around a little bit of PLP. That stands for peace, love, and positivity for those of you that are new to the acronym, and I humbly ask you to push around a little bit of the same. Maybe dash in a bit of kindness as you go on about this Friday. Why? Because it costs 0 fiat, 0 ETH, 0 SOL, and 0 of any of them other shit coins you care to be invested in right now to do so. I hope you have the legendary NFT Drew hopes you have a spectacular rest of your Friday filled with nothing but building a TERRIFIC weekend. Actually, just another day when you're in the NFT space, but we still hope you have a great one of them. And last but not least, being that this show is a member of the Diamond Hand Radio media family at DHR, we don't only hold, we hold each other up. And right now is one hell of a time to flex those diamond hands. We appreciate each and every one of you. Thanks for making this guy at Cappin Colt possible. Thanks for making the Door Show possible. Diamond Hand Radio, Lava and Clams, and all the other content that I put out. You guys are the bomb.com. Thanks again to our guest of the day, NFT Drew. We'll see you in the Discords. We'll see you in the voice chats. We'll see you in the spaces or wherever you might be building this beautiful place we call Web3. But until then, peace.
Peace.